Hi guys, it's Shell, Heart of It All Custom Creations. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Hit that subscribe button to see future videos. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So today I am so excited about this tumbler. I can't say enough about it. So let's jump right in. Starting with a 20-ounce sublimation tumbler. It's already white. I went ahead and prepped it. And then I found these nails on Temu, and they're cute in itself, but I immediately saw this and thought this would make a perfect tumbler. So I had my wheels turning in my head and decided to go for it. So I'm pulling out, I pull out 3 designs, but I'm only really going to use the 2. I'm going to kind of do a split. I'm going to do the zebra print on the back, and on the front I'm doing this with the stars, and there's like leopard print. It's just super pretty. So here's a close-up, and I'll also link these in the description box below in case you want to get them. But I couldn't wait to get this started, so I went ahead and cut out a template I made, and anything that's already cut out is going to be as close to that bluish teal that I had. So I'm really hoping that this works out at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around the tumbler and make sure that it's lined up as to the best. I mean, it doesn't meet end to end, so it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. But once I get it to where I do want it, I will then remove the transfer or the backing from the stencil and then place this onto the tumbler. Now that the transfer tape is done, I'm going to make sure that all of this is laying down so that when I go to spray paint it, it won't seep underneath the stencil. I'm going to use the Island Girl from Colorshot, and this is what we're looking like so far. I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll peel off the stencil. Now that it's dry, I'm just going to go ahead and carefully remove these stencils so I don't scratch the paint. So I'm going to remove one of the curves that I made, and I am going to just carefully paint that curve using a basic acrylic black. I didn't have silver, and so black would work fine. This is a fine enough glitter that I didn't need to really worry about it. So I'm just carefully, the one side still has some of the stencil vinyl on. The other side, I have to be extremely careful so that I don't go over. And if I happen to, with this acrylic paint, I'm able to quickly wipe it off. So I'm going to do one coat, and then I do go in after this is dry and use the Crystalac glitter glue to put down that stripe so that I can adhere the glitter. Once that glitter glue is down, I'm going to use Colt by Peachy Olive Glitters and just go over that curve that I made. Tap off the extra, and then I do sweep away some of the glitter that's on there using a chip brush, and then I let that completely dry before I completely brush the rest of the glitter off. But for right now, I don't want that other stencil vinyl to adhere to the glitter glue and then pull up some of that glitter. So I'm going to immediately remove that stencil, and that's going to stay white under there. And once it's completely dry, I do go over all of that glitter with the glitter glue to seal in that glitter. And this is what we're looking like. So now I can completely go through and brush off any stray glitters from the rest of the tumbler. And as you can see, I'll run my hand over the glitter and there's nothing coming off. That glitter glue is amazing to seal. So I'm going to give this 2 coats of epoxy before we move into decaling. So I'm going to start with the stars. The nail only has 2, but because the tumbler's so long, I did add an extra star and some extra dots just to fill in that tumbler, and there wasn't so much blank space. So it's not exactly like the nail, but it's quite close. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay this. I just cut it out on just permanent black vinyl, and I'm going to lay that down and make sure that it's secured to the tumbler and remove the transfer tape. And then I cut out in the other curve leopard print, and I'm going to place that into the white curve that you see there. And I'm just trying to get it lined up here as best as I can. It should be fairly close, seeing how I used the curve as my template to cut out the leopard prints. So once I get that lined up, I'm going to then remove the backing and lay this down. Once I'm sure that this is adhered to the transfer tape, all those little pieces like to stick to the backing. I do cut off the little bit at the top just to make it even with the rest of it. And then I am going to seal this with the Ccdiy clear coat so that none of this vinyl lifts. Give it 2 final coats of epoxy, and this is what we are at. I am in love with this. This turned out better than I had hoped. Like I said, the color isn't an exact match, but I'm okay with that. But yeah, you can see how really close I got this. This will be available on the website if you are interested. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a great big thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.